here in this little grass patch off of Long Road. I think this is a Zinga address. I'm not kidding you, we could get 4 cuttings off of this piece. I don't know what makes this grow so good. It is actually an old road bed. The road actually came through here before it was moved. A different bridge was built over there. So there was a hump in the middle of this field. I keep joking with the landowner that we need to excavate this and get the gravel out of it, because I know the gravel from the old road bed has got to be in here, I would think. Something's got this middle raised up, but my dad doesn't like to square bale this piece. He doesn't like to bring our baler in here, but my gosh, I mean, we probably get 150, 175 square bales off of this, and like I said, we could do it 4 times a year. So I always try to get to this early. There's another small piece over here next to that old barn that I worked on. It's out in front of it. It could do the same. I don't know what makes these 2 pieces grow so well. They've never been a cattle pasture that I know of. I've never personally fertilized them. I don't know, but they do. They grow. And I sprayed it last year. Didn't spray it this year. And as you can see, it's weed free. A few dandelions coming up. That's no biggie. Used to have quite a few weeds in it. So the mower's on that hump right now of the road bed. And we got a couple stumps here we got to go around. But the neat thing about these places, when you've been in them so long, you know where everything's at. You know where the holes are. You know where the dips are. You know where the wet spots are. You know what to look for once you've been in these fields a long time like we have. This gentleman in this whole farm here has, oh shoot, I think 16, 17 acres, just like the other farm just over there that we do with the old barn. So quite a few acres we do here on Long Road, and I'm gonna cut this and go cut that spot out in front of that old barn and call it good for now. Got some distance in between the hay that we got cut down as far as traveling, but that's just kind of the way it worked, because I wanted to get that alfalfa cut down that I did this morning. And hey, the sun's out now too, and we got a decent breeze. That's exactly what we need. Still cool temperatures, and getting cool at night is not going to help us, but this sunshine, a little bit of breeze is. So last couple rounds here, like I said, and we'll get on to the next place. So I've got this piece out in front of the old barn cut over there along the far side over there. It was a little sketchy. I had to try not to make so many passes in there on my ends turning. Had to be careful there. It was a little wet, and probably a lot of water that drains down through there, I'm guessing. A lot of, yeah. So that's that. I'm gonna head back to our farm. It's probably 3.5 miles away. Chad wants to use this hay mower behind his John Deere this afternoon, I believe, and I'm going to take a little break, maybe stand on my legs instead of sitting on my butt, and maybe get something done. I don't know. We'll see. It's turning out to be a beautiful day. I don't have the air conditioning on yet, but hey, all the sun coming through this glass in this cab makes it a little warm, so anybody that's ran a tractor or a piece of equipment that has a lot of glass in it will tell you that. So yeah, let's get going. Yeah, hey, sunglasses are on, sun's out. I'm not sure where that breeze went. I see the clouds barely moving, but well, let's head back. All right, got the old girl. We just made a road trip. We're gonna do some tethering. This is the stuff I cut this morning. Chance of a frost tonight, so I wasn't gonna tether this until tomorrow morning, but I'm gonna spread all this hay out, and it's gonna act as like a blanket to cover the fresh cut crop, if that makes any sense, because if we do get a frost, it will not like that. We want this to grow back in 3 to 4 weeks like alfalfa does, so yeah, this is gonna fluff it out. See what kind of shots I can get you here. opening up another field here. As you can see, it's a little damp back here. There's actually water laying over there and more way over there. But this has 2 owners. There's an 1.5 acres over there in the corner that's owned by a couple, and this one's owned by a gentleman. And I got this in alfalfa. You know, like I said, we're trying to get alfalfa off the ground first. Got to lift the mower here because we don't run it through water. Water laying in there. That's nice. There's like a swale that runs across here at an angle. And the tractor wants to spin a little bit. That's nice. Ah, I gotta love it. Look at this. I don't like this. So yeah, just getting this opened up. Usually go about 4 rounds, 5 rounds, maybe sometimes 6 around the outside. Gives me plenty of room to turn on my end rows, or as some call them, headlands. I don't know why. You're from a different part of the world than me. But anyway, yeah, they're end rows. Sometimes we have point rows. But anyway, a little bit of weeds out here growing in it, not too bad. I did fertilize this pretty heavy with cattle manure last year. I tried to put cattle manure on our alfalfa. Alfalfa takes a lot of nitrogen out of the ground, as does corn. But yeah, keeping corn out of our hay fields. I know some hay fields that are turning into corn and soybean fields because of the corn and bean prices are up right now. But so goes it. We're going to be paying more off the shelf for our food and gas and everything else. In fact, we're getting fuel delivered at the farm right now. Try and stay ahead of it, keep our big tanks full. And yeah, a little water right there. It always lays there. I have to lift up here again. Right now, I am on the little 1.5 acres that is owned by somebody else. And actually, these neighbors don't get along too well, so I lift the mower out of the water. When we bale them, I bale it separately. I windrow it so that I know how much I got off of each property. Kind of pain in the butt, but just help keeps all good. Help keeps it all good, and that's what everybody wants. That way I can give them their cash at the end of the year for whatever I took off their property. They have this place over here that they clean up really nice. That is the water coming out of Shawnee Lake. Comes across Jasper Road, across the dam there, the spillway. And I would imagine the lake's pretty full right now. Even though the valve may be closed, that water there may be coming over the top from all the rain we've had. So I planted this 2 years ago. Last year it wasn't too good. This is on its 2nd year crop. They usually do better 2nd year. And it didn't come up in a lot of weeds. I'm really happy about that. This is actually a really cheap seed I got from Real King stores. But hey, it works and makes good alfalfa. I've got some Real King seed that I'm on my 6th year with. So usually an alfalfa stand you're going to get a strong 7 years out of on good seed. This was about half the price of any other seed, and it's still doing good. This little part right here is grass. The gentleman that owns this used to have some vegetables growing, or did something over here, and there is ridges right through there. So I just come over later on and mow it with my bush hog, keep it all looking nice for him. I don't think his health is really good because he never got over here last year to mow at all. And he doesn't charge me a penny for this yet. So I come over and do all the maintenance on the land for him. All right, on my 3rd round around here right now, we'll go another one, and we'll get going straight back and forth. Okay, so I'm back. That was Dad. He's looking for something to do. The poor guy, he uses hearing aids, and he's been without them for 2 days now because they have to service them. I guess it's like a car, getting an oil change. God, I hope there's not oil in them. Anywho, he wants to go tether the grass hay that I cut yesterday. Yeah, that's fine. Dad's always looking for something to do. He can't hear a damn thing here these last couple days. Just gotta raise our voice. Yeah, right. So yeah, opening up this field here. This belongs to my friend Haley and her parents. We've done this field now for several years. It's off Route 72, and just a couple places down there. There's 7 acres. Belongs to my friend Casey. We're gonna cut it down too. This is an alfalfa orchard grass mix. At least that's what we planted in here. I'm seeing more grass and clover than anything else, but we fertilized this really heavy last fall, early winter, with a manure pile she had that was probably 2 years old, maybe 3, and you can sure tell the difference. First cutting has never looked this good on this field, although there's a lot of grass in it. Yeah, I haven't seen much alfalfa at all, but might not even be able to call this a mix. That's all right though. Maybe alfalfa will come back in second time. But yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of hay down, that's for sure, but this is what it is. We got a little dip right here that I put in when we seeded this field, or reseeded it, to help drain some water. All right, we'll get back at it. I'm just opening up, starting on my 4th round around here, as you can see. Nice and thick, and Dad's going off tethering. So here we are, I'm at Casey's. This is like 6.5, 7 acres. It's tough to do with one hand, sorry. I'm swinging it around when I get to every end here. All right, here we are. Yeah, at Casey's. A little bit up here along the road. That's State Route 72, just south of Jamestown. This is not as thick as I'd like it to be. I actually have to drop my RPM down about 500 or lower for it to even cut it. That's one thing I don't like about this mower. I don't know why it does that, but it will not cut the thin stuff. It has something to do with the flow going through the machine, not pushing it out the back, and it builds turbulence, and we'll just keep pushing the hay forward, which will not let you cut it very well. Not sure if you can see that right there. I made a pass a little bit ago. That was a 540 RPM. Had to knock it back down. That's gonna look like crap once we get the hay up. We are going to come back into this field and reseed alfalfa once we get this first cutting off. She's already got the seed. Again, it's going to be that Rural King seed. She has connections. Rural King. I ain't saying why or how. So that's that. Hopefully make this a little bit thicker. I probably should have talked her into putting some orchard grass with it. Maybe I will. So yeah, that's where we're at. Not running as fast as I'd like to, only 6.2. I'd like to be running, I guess, 6.5. And what's 0.3 miles per hour, right? I don't know, it just seems to make a difference. Hey, going in circles here. This back part, I thought about doing it the other way. Running, I guess it'd be east and west instead of running north and south like this, but we've run it north and south so many years that going east and west would probably be a little bit rough. Because, you know, if the field's soft, like it is a little bit right now, not too bad, you're going to leave little ruts in there, and over time, so it'll be just like going over a washboard, I think, if I'd run east and west. So we'll just keep doing this. So we'll get back after it here.